starting over again. That was good.
Let's jam.
Look, it's still off, too. See,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, that's right.
put your hands together for Nerdbuzzed.
That's fine.
Yeah, this is all
Quiet though.
Nerdbuzzed doesn't condone
Yeah,
the
we
use
do.
of alcohol by any person.
No,
Community
I don't
area,
care.
or Microsoft.
That's why people tune in. They want to hear things I say.
Oh,
Welcome
my
to Nerdbuzzed, the podcast where we talk about all the nerdy stuff that we care about and drink a cool frosty brew while we do it. I'm your host, Marcus Ellinger. With me as always,
Jeremiah Johnson.
and back once again, our favorite guest of our second favorite podcast ever.
Mick Pettit.
Yeah,
All
with
right.
like 25 T's, you're our
I
favorite.
thought you were gonna do it. That's why I waited. That's why I waited.
Pet.
I wanted you to do it because you do it the justice it deserves. So this is a classic after party where we don't care what Jack's doing over there as long as we can't hear about it. And we break all the rules. It just doesn't matter. We're just going to drink beer and have fun. So there's only one thing I want to make sure to point out, and that is to please go and support my favorite podcast, which is our own.
Geek Slammed.
What?
No.
Spin-off podcast. It's officially being announced.
What? What is
Wow.
he doing? Where's that
He's
knife?
fired.
Throw the knife at him.
He is so...
It's me and the boy.
You
Don't
you
throw the
have to-
knife at
just-
me.
Just go ahead and dump his body in the river.
Right? Where is the... Turn it off.
River.
Turn it off. God.
God, that's just.
I have a
that's
weapon.
Right?
worst.
This is what
It's
happens
called the tip snipper.
Turn it
when
off.
you...
Thank you.
So what?
This is what happens when you have too much root beer, people.
Exactly.
Right? Oh my God.
Where did
My
the knife
God.
go?
Anyway, back to the
A
most
lot of people
important
think I do
podcast
like
ever.
cocaine and stuff, but it's
Stupid
like I'm
Mythic
just like
Forest.
this.
Pints and Pants podcast, the best podcast in the world.
Yes, and where can people find you?
At official SMF on Twitter, and also YouTube as Stupid Mythic Forest and StupidMythForest.com.
Nice. Soon to be stupid Micketh Forest.
Nope,
We've talked
nope.
about
I wish,
this.
I wish,
Not
I wish,
official.
I wish
Nope.
we had like the little Starburst ding when he
Yeah.
was grinning there.
Right?
He totally needs that. He totally needs that. That. No, sir. It's just yellow primer.
That little glint in my teeth.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, and you're right. Stupid Micketh Forest is one of the best podcasts ever, but just
Not even the
nudging
name
it
of our
out,
podcast.
just nudging it out by a little bit is Nerdbuzzed. So please tell all your friends, subscribe,
Yes.
and it's like this really awesome cult followed podcast where we have the best fans in the world. Nice try. And
Hey, I did this part. Wait, down a little bit.
wait,
There we go.
wait.
Ah.
Yeah, that was a high
Oh,
five.
kind of got it.
It was still a high five.
Totally dropped
So
the ball.
follow
on the
us,
explosion
please,
for
on
that
Twitter.
one.
Tell your friends to tell their friends and their
Exactly.
friends. It all matters. It totally does. Please comment, share your opinions. We'd love to hear them. It really
Mostly love
makes
to hear
us
them.
sleep better at night. You can say everything you want about Jack. We totally agree with you. Yes.
We need to have
All the
Kip on again.
comments about his goatee.
Right, we
and
do. We
how
do.
He's
Yeah.
nasty
not a
it is.
goatee.
Oh my
It's
God!
not even-
Turn to the side. Show people your neck goatee.
What? It's like I shaved.
The
Look
chin
at.
strap.
I
Oh my
shaved
God.
it so cleanly
No, it's
here.
it's the gap that doesn't grow on the side for him.
What?
Oh, well, then
no, I
don't even
shave
do
it there
it.
because that's weird.
Well, if
No,
you're
you
shaving,
don't.
you missed a big
You mean
spot.
here?
No,
Okay,
no,
so
no,
do
no,
the-
no, no. From here to
do the
here, there's a whole
mustache.
gap that doesn't attach.
Oh, like here? Yeah.
Are you donating your facial hair too?
I don't know what to do about that block. That'll just grow on eventually, I think.
So why don't you just shave the stash off and just do the neck?
Oh, like the Abe Lincoln?
the-
Just
yeah.
the below the neck.
Abe
That's
Lincoln.
always sexy.
Just from here, just across there, because it doesn't. If there's nothing here, then you don't. It's like it
Where's
doesn't
my message
connect.
block? I'm not listening to him. Is it right,
Right here, Jack. You missed it right here, buddy.
Just here.
Right in this area.
So
is where you
today
missed a
I guess
big
we're
spot.
talking about RPG board games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
This
are.
is something Mick wanted to bring up. I'm
Mick
wanted to
stoked
talk about
that
it.
you want to bring it up. Let's talk about it.
Well, I came to acquire the Cyberpunk 2020 role-playing game book just the other day,
Nice.
and I'm super excited for that because knowing that it's the base for the new video game, the Cyberpunk.
Twink.
Twunk.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep, official
This
now.
is
canon.
very much after party.
They will talk about it on the Stupid Micketh Forest podcast.
God.
It's my second favorite one, dude. I don't know why you're so
know,
pissed about
just
it.
the name wrong.
It'll be in the show notes. You can follow it, people. Please do.
It will be.
Give them all your support.
Actually, before that, I'm going to show you what I'm drinking.
Wouldn't it be awesome
Behind you.
if there was like this Reddit thing where
What
you're
is
like,
it?
I've heard about
40.
this.
Oh
A
my
40.
gosh.
Wow.
A Bush
It's an
40?
after party. Yes, it is.
Nice.
Sorry.
Oh, did you get that? Get that, Jack?
I did.
We got
well,
it.
I heard it. Did Jack
I
hear
heard
it?
it. I'm texting my mom.
I know. Are you really texting your mom?
Yeah, I
Oh
realized,
my God, this guy opened a 40.
I realized I haven't talked to her in a while, so I should probably text her.
Okay,
Wow.
good time.
It's hard when she lives in like
Wow,
Darrington.
good
you know?
timing. Jesus
It's a
Christ.
struggle.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Darrington is so far away. He does have a broken transmission.
yeah.
I'll give him that
So
one.
with the Cyberpunk 2020 being the base for Cyberpunk 2077, I'm excited to actually sit down and play it and actually roll my characters and get into the actual lore of the original game.
Nice.
And
Yes.
are you gonna do that
Because
with us?
it's canon to the new one as well.
Sorry, Jack spoke up. What did you say?
Are you gonna play that game with us
Yes.
during our LAN
And-
party
and
or?
also- Well, we can do it over Skype as well too. I mean,
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
But also, I want to say, Jack, I know you said that it's canon,
Yes.
but my first sentence was 2020 being the base for 2077
Well,
means it's canon. Right?
base could be interpreted
Right.
as a
Right.
spiritual successor.
Yeah, oh, no, don't, no BS. No.
What?
Base could also be like the couch when you're safe for its
But still,
Or like lava on the floor?
or lava on the floor. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Right.
only
Mick,
from acid.
I have
Flagpole.
control over you.
Flagpole's totally based.
I can
all the
send
time,
you out. I
right?
can
Flagpole.
cast you your physical form from this realm.
Right?
Yeah.
His man bun's a little too tight today.
What?
So,
I guess,
Actually,
so what do you
it's
want
very
to do
loose
with
right
this
now.
board game, though? Because you were mentioning
Don't play
to
with
me
it too much,
Well,
Jack.
that you want to do some sort of maybe a board game cast.
Yeah, so I was thinking of doing a RPG cast. I want to try to do Boarding Party as that. That we're one of the shows that we do. But I think I'm going to start under a different name and kind of throw a pilot out there and see what people think.
Do you want my input on the new name? Should I offer that? I know you're chopping at the bit for that.
It's gonna be just. I know. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. Cool. I'm going to save it for the show because I want you to decide the name
Sure.
first.
You should.
Yeah.
It's gonna be named before the show happens. So.
Yeah.
Go
No,
ahead-
you need
go
to
ahead and throw
name
it
the
out.
show, and then I will give you my name and call it that forever. That's the theme of how this works. Nick.
And we'll put a poll on it on Twitter and see what people think.
All right, let's do that with stupid Micketh. I
No.
think people will be
No,
on
that
board,
ain't
dude. It's going to
I
happen.
have already bought 2 domains. I'm not gonna buy another one.
I bet that one's out there. I'm just saying.
Keep suggesting like
I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it.
Oh my god.
Idiot.
How do you turn down so low? I don't even know how.
So
Just
you want
unplug
to
your
do
headphones.
the online, yeah. You want to do the online boarding party type thing.
Yeah, but basically like that. Like I've been listening to a lot of D&D podcasts. One of the biggest ones is the Adventure Zone, which if you guys haven't checked that out, go ahead and check it out.
Wow.
Is that the one with the guy that plays
Nerd.
The guy that plays what?
McCree from Overwatch?
No.
That's one of the big podcasts that has that guy.
Okay, so this is the McElroy brothers, the My Brother and Me.
Oh my god, I love those guys.
Okay.
Clearly.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
No, it's Jack. I mean, have you not figured this out yet?
Jesus.
Make yourself go away.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, I know those guys are cool.
I've been listening to them, and they do it with their dad, and
that's
it's
cool. I like that.
a three-player and DM, and it's pretty good. Like the way that they do it is kind of like how I want to do it. Is not super serious, but very like super improv and like what you're gonna do. And that's mainly.
Well, yeah, it's story first.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's totally the way I would do it.
You're a D&D player.
Kind of.
Ooh.
I've
He's been outed. This is something we haven't really talked
Kind of.
about, but I'm glad we're
Yes.
bringing it up.
so I played
Wow.
D&D with some friends in middle school.
Okay.
Okay, and we were clearly not doing it right. And then about 6-7 months ago, a couple coworkers were talking about getting together and playing D&D together, and I was like, "Well, I'll join you guys." And so I've been doing it pretty much ever since.
Nice.
And I got my guy's it's a half elf rogue.
Sweet.
Yep. His name is McHawk Soot, and you have to say that in a with a Scottish accent.
McHawk's. That's wrong.
McHawk Soot.
McHawk's.
McHawk shit.
Okay. McHawk's.
There you go. You got it. Perfect.
Nice,
The cockshit.
nice. You had the Mick part the whole
Oh, I
time.
got that there.
Yeah.
McHawk Soot. Yeah. Anyway.
McHawk's.
Well, I heard you talking to to Eric about it, and he had a pretty funny story about like a tower and Eric.
Oh. That's later on.
Yeah.
So is Eric a D&D fan?
Eric is a huge D&D fan.
He's an everything fan.
Now my
Okay.
question, would he be willing to DM?
I think he would make a great DM. I think he would be the biggest asshole DM you ever found.
Yes.
He would.
be amazing.
He would mess with you so hard.
Well,
As long as he can do voices and
hard.
things, I'm
No,
perfect.
screw the voices.
he's just down the road, so it's not that big of a deal to get him here.
Yeah.
He's closer than your brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but I
it
mean,
was
he
funny,
would
but also
screw
it's
with you
funny
so hard.
because he is really far away.
And he's got a heck of a lot more experience with the game than we do,
Sweet.
so he understands things better than we are, and he can just be like, "No, this is what we're gonna do," and you're effed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's
Rocks
what
fall, everybody
okay.
dies.
So
Anyway,
I'm going to talk to him about being DM. Because like I rolled my elf character
of course you did.
not too long ago. As most people, if they don't know,
Are there
I'm writing a
elves
web
in
series
the
called Tinker and the
Cyberpunk?
Elf, and I am one of the main characters, Elf, and he is kind of an idiot.
Oh, so it's not too far from the truth.
Yeah, it's
No, it's not
obviously
too
a
far.
real life story based on
at
true
Fairy
events.
Blossom, at Fairy Blossom, y'all missed it. I got into Elf like hardcore.
I wouldn't
I
say
was-
I missed it.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
think I'd say that either.
you guys totally missed it.
So wait, do you say web series like live action or?
Cartoon.
Has it started?
No, I'm still writing. I need to find an animator.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
biggest secret. Like I'm doing the animation stuff myself right now, so I'm in the process of trying to find somebody who can work with us. So if you can do that,
Put a shout out,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah.
yeah, hit us up, Stupid Mythic Forest at gmail.com.
By the end of this
try
episode,
to
he's going to call it Stupid Mick Forest.
I
It's
know.
going to happen at least once.
just an ass.
Keep drinking.
That's it. That's it. I'm good for probably 2 characters if you need voices.
Sweet.
Jeremiah,
Marcus,
you
have
could do
like one,
like 100 of them.
One character, the asshole. Can I be
Yeah.
that guy? Okay.
just one giant asshole.
Yeah.
I feel
What
like
is
you
that?
could play like God. You
Yeah,
know? If there are any
Oh, so-
gods or high races that you need to be played, I could probably do that for you.
No, you can be like the peasant's
You're
son.
gonna represent your Jesus persona that you have, and it'll be
Yes.
very much like the Passion. You'll just be the guy in the dungeon who moans and screams from time to time.
Isn't that just how I talk, anyways? It's how you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
hear it.
I was
Basically
going to
right
say
here.
though, as far as his characters goes, he'd make a great high elf.
I would.
Well,
He's
I mean,
so full of himself,
pure-
and
yeah,
nobody is better
that
than
makes a lot of sense, but I think it's like a mix between Jack and Marcus for that, though.
Wow, I don't know how to take
Well,
that.
Ooh.
no, take it because he
Marcus.
has the like high like totally into himself, and you have the asshole.
Oh, but I'm the asshole that's also totally into himself.
I think
But he
Marcus. I think Marcus would make a great
Like,
orc.
Don't take that away from me. There's no way that Jack gets the into himself credit more
I
than
think
me.
I really think Marcus would make a great orc.
A great orc?
I don't know. Can you say it for
Like
Bruce?
a
Good?
great orc? Or I would make a great orc?
He would make a great orc because the orcs are also very full of themselves, and they are.
Orc.
Great?
Okay.
Like I'd
They
make
are-
a great orc.
Brave
Like there's
Walker.
orcs and then there's great orcs. I'd make a great orc.
I get what you're saying, and I think you can make a great orc.
You would make a
If you want your
Intermediate
character
orc.
to be a orc, be great. But
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with
make
it.
an orc
I don't
be
even care.
great.
no, but I think
Like-
he could play an orc well.
Okay.
I think so too. Like
Yeah.
actually pretty good. Can you do the for Bruce good though? For like in the orcish way. Think of it how an orc would speak, and then do it for Bruce.
You want
I
it,
didn't know.
like, right
I think
now?
an
Like on
orc
the
would
spot?
speak with a
Why don't
British
you do it?
accent.
To right.
No,
Like
no,
that?
what you do is you literally
No.
you just say
How
what
many
every
rights?
word-
Jerry, why don't we bring him along?
How many rights? Did he say one or two? I think he said 2 rights.
Do the
I asked Bob, he was his uncle.
when I think of orcs, I think of Shadow of War, where they're like, "Oi, Grave Walker," and they just say that over and over.
Yeah, they do say that over and over.
You gotta have like that frown and just be like, yes. Yeah. I'm gonna get my grog.
I can't be serious. If you guys couldn't tell.
So do that for Bruce. You know, good for Bruce, Marcus.
For Bruce?
Like Fabrice! Something like that?
Good one.
Oh. Fabrice! No, is that not good enough? I need to work on it?
From the sternum.
Nope.
From
Just
right here.
Watch
right here.
It's
From
down
Bruce!
here. Like think of orc. And
Like
that
more
big frown,
frowny?
like you have big old teeth and just like
Fabrice!
Marcus.
I can't do it. Was that a duck? Fabrice! Now I'm like this duck hybrid? I don't know how to do it. I gotta work on it. I'll
Marcus,
clearly
think
work
of
on
your
it,
favorite
okay?
movie with orcs, Bright. I know
What?
you loved that movie, Bright, with Will Smith.
Bright,
Oh,
Bright's
that
good.
one?
Yeah, Bright's good.
Oh, that
favorite
one is a
orc movie?
whiner fest. That is not the orc I want to be at all.
No, it's a good movie though. Good movie.
What?
It was like Shadowrun.
What?
Yes.
Wow. Everything that you love, I hate, dude. This is... Wow.
It was
Theatrically.
it was a good movie because it was like an adaptation of Shadowrun.
Dude, it was an adaptation of
it
the
was-
turd.
He
Hey.
liked it, but it was a close runner-up to Green Lantern.
Yeah, right? Totally.
I mean, it's neck and neck.
Clearly.
I mean, as the best movies ever.
Dude, Bright is the biggest garbage fest movie I've ever seen. That thing was so...
I would give it like a 5. I wouldn't give it a complete garbage fest, but I think it definitely had a lot of problems.
It was
Yes! It had so many problems.
a good original movie.
Yeah.
What? The problem with it was zero original. It's
Why?
not original at all. It's not original.
Why was it not original?
You watch that movie for 5 minutes and you already know how it's going to end.
Well, yeah, but why was it not original?
Spoiler alert, watch it for 5 minutes and Will Smith is the one that can hold the scepter.
What?
Shocker.
It's still
a wand,
it's the
Marcus.
whole thing about like the orcs and the the elves and
The
humans.
racism.
It's a big racism thing because like that's even like in all the RPGs too. Is you're either the orcs, the
Have
alliance.
you seen the movie
or the
Training
elves.
Day?
There's-
Have you seen that with Denzel Washington?
which one?
Training Day?
Like years ago,
Yeah, this is a blatant ripoff of Training Day.
but awesomer because it has elves and orcs.
Yeah, because it's orcs and elves,
And
not
there's-
white people
there's
and black
magic,
people.
And
Yeah.
that creepy ass elf lady.
Oh my god, that movie's a garbage fest. I hope it does
It's
not
good.
get
Nope.
a
It's gonna-
a Bright
Bright
2.
2. The
Too
Bright
Bright. Will it be called Too Bright?
No, it'll be too brighter.
Too Brighter, right? Soon to be followed up by Too Brightest.
Well, they're thinking
God.
of making a whole
Most
cinematic
brightest,
universe
Yeah.
with Bright.
And then it'll all come back to
Really?
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
will
they
be the
wanted to.
sequel.
They wanted to do like the origin story, which would basically just be Lord of the Rings.
Well, I think that it would be. I mean, they have to stick with like Shadowrun because that's basically the
What is Shadowrun?
premise.
Oh, is
Sh-
that, that's like cyberpunk mixed with like fantasy, right?
Basically, bright. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
it is. So it's
Oh
like
yeah,
the
another
whole
ripped
thing
off
of-
cliche. Imagine that in the
I
movie
know, but,
Bright.
like, it's like Bright took the kind of the origins of Shadowrun, but even though Shadowrun they could not make it out into a movie unless they got somebody
Unless
from
they
overseas.
added like Will Smith.
No, it's like them trying to make Dragon Ball in the U.S. and not make it a shit show. That they have to
To
get.
be clear, they haven't done.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
For me, it's
has
a
to be
toss up
done
between
over
watching
there.
Bright and Dragon Ball, the garbage American version. Like that's a toss up for me. They're both horrible. I don't want to watch either one.
Go watch Dragon Ball again, and you will totally.
And
watch
then,
Bright
but I'm not
every
going to watch
time.
Bright again.
You will watch Bright.
That
If
is
somebody gives
my
you the choice to watch Dragon Ball and Bright. You'll watch Bright.
that's my like personal hell. Is I get there and they're like, "No, dude, you get Netflix. It's not that bad." Every time I try to change, it's just Bright over
Yeah.
and over. Yep.
Or
God damn you,
just
Will
Dragon
Smith.
Ball Evolution. His little mohawk that goes.
Right? Terrible.
That was and Master Roshi. Come on. Now, Master Roshi was like an
Master
80-year-old
Roshi was
dude.
the Chow Yun Fat, right? Isn't that who he was? Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
he's
you're.
obviously.
I'm not
the
arguing
same.
with you that the Dragon Ball movie is garbage. I'm just saying that Bright is also as much garbage.
Well, you're wrong. So, that's where we're at now.
Anyway, we're gonna do an RPG show together,
Yes,
and,
we're gonna try
and
to
we're
do
not
this.
gonna fight at all, except for
Some
when we
year.
roll the dice.
I don't know.
So
I mean,
speaking of fighting,
Maybe that's what we need. Does anybody have a dice? Let's roll the dice and see
I do
which
not have
one
the dice
sucks
here.
more.
you know what?
Either
God damn it! I almost brought my D20 in here too.
the dice will tell us what's better.
well, it's kind
Do
of.
you have your D20?
I don't.
I don't know with me.
Not with me.
Ah, Jack, do you have D20?
Mine's in my bag. No, and my bag's
that?
in my house.
Well, somebody can get a dice. Somebody can get a
No,
dice roller online.
Don't say where it's at, and it's not with you.
I could do a coin flipper.
A coin. That's all we
not-
need. It's one or two.
Yeah,
That's not anything.
I have a real coin.
I don't think I have a.
What's that?
No, this is a dice roll app. You can choose how many of what dice you want. and it'll tell you.
Jeremiah, or heads bright's better, tails evolution's better.
Flip it.
Well,
Evolution?
If I'm
Dragon Ball,
flipping, I
right?
can't
Oh
call.
yeah, Dragon Ball Evolution.
What?
If I'm flipping, I can't call.
Well, I just called it.
I agree either way. They both are
What?
garbage. They're both as crappy.
No,
Tails.
no.
What's
Tails?
Tails?
Dragon Ball Evolution is better. Confirmed.
Wow, the
No.
gods have spoken.
No, it's not.
They have
No.
spoken.
They have
That is the worst-
spoken.
That was the most disappointing point in my life. You know, like
Right
that
there.
when I heard they were making a live action Dragon Ball movie, I was so excited. I was just ecstatic.
You shouldn't have been.
I was saying,
There's
I really
literally
wasn't.
No way that
When-
you
When I, when I heard that, I was like, oh, they're gonna screw this up. And guess what?
But
They
my
screwed
thought
it up.
was,
Except for Yamcha. Yamcha was money in that movie.
Okay,
he
yes.
nailed it.
my, yeah,
all the hair.
And-
One of the biggest turd characters. Spot on. Let's nail that. Let's get Yamcha, Puar, and Chaozu. Let's nail them. Let's nail them.
No, they didn't have Poir, or they didn't have
No.
Chaozu or Yamcha.
No,
or-
Jack.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's move past it.
My brain can't work.
such a
Wow.
just such a disappointment, though.
Oh, I totally agree. They both are. They're both terrible.
Now, I keep saying that, but no. I'm talking about Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was so bad that my thought is if they actually took that, even the same script, and they took it overseas and they did it with the actual, like, ethnicity of where it came from, the origins of it, it would be so much better. Instead of putting an American
okay, let's
spin
be
on it,
fair though,
that's-
because in that movie, isn't most everybody Asian except for Goku?
Yeah, it's just some white.
Yeah.
But
But that makes sense because Goku's an alien, so he's not really any gender other than not
He's
human.
just an illegal alien now.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
they still put an American feel on it. That was the thing. They made it into an American movie.
Because they were making it for an American audience. Duh.
And that's right. So they shouldn't have done that. Should have
You are
done-
so right. Dude, they Will Smith the hell out of that movie.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
totally did. Yeah.
That being said, Bright was great.
Whoa.
Anyway, we are going to play RPGs. Let's do it. I'm totally
back
down.
to-
I seriously
yeah, back
am.
to that. So like
My character is
I
going to
really
be
wanted
named
to-
Will Smith. Evolution is going to be his name.
Okay.
Sorry, I just can't let it go.
Can't wait.
But
So I-
let's
Well, couldn't
do
it
it.
be Billy Evolution
Uh,
Smith?
Billy
what are you gonna do
Evolution
next? What are we
Smith.
doing next? We still talking about RPGs? No.
You want? No, tell me all about it. Do it.
Oh, yeah. So we were talking about characters. So I have 3 characters rolled so far. I have Elf, which is, like I said, from my our series that I'm writing. He is a elf, but he's very much an idiot. Wisdom is like awful, 0.
I have
but
a
he's-
character I have
he's-
not written stats for yet.
No,
I've not rolled stats for yet. I've just got the character in the base backstory.
Well, that's good. Hey, you could use him as for our series then. We could try him on our thing
Yeah,
here.
I'm going to have to roll stats for him.
So I'm not sure if I want to use Elf in my personal play or if I want to use him in actually like a series.
Well-
But the other 2 characters, I have one that I'm going to keep secret because his name is just amazing. And some of his stuff is just great. But the other is a kobold named Girdle,
Oh my God.
who is a bard.
Oh, you're playing a bard? Really?
A bard kobold. I mean, come on.
You're playing a bard, really?
Yeah. No, he's going to inspire
You're
everybody.
not
So-
shocked. He likes the movie Bright.
I know.
Hey,
Bard.
kobold
So just to be
In a
just
party,
to be
that
clear,
would be inspiring. I
to be
would be
clear,
inspired.
Bard is the hardest character to play well.
oh, I know.
Oh well,
Okay.
I love it then.
That's
Yeah.
why I made him a kobold too, because I mean,
I'm just making sure to be clear. I mean, I would not choose a bard as like my introduction to RPG.
Well, but he's got
I
3
wouldn't
characters,
either. That's
so
why I have 3 characters.
yeah,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
bard is basically his Marcus in his
Yeah.
Borderlands world. right?
Yeah.
It's cannon fodder.
I know
Yeah.
this one guy, and he's literally just like, I only play Bard, and when he plays Bard, all he does is metagame, and he's like, wow, really trying to get us to follow the plot, huh? And it's like, he's that guy.
Do you have to sing everything you say
Vibrate.
when you're Bard?
And here are the words of the man and the trail.
So I'm going to be clear right now. I differentiate between character and player knowledge by saying I am speaking in character now, or I am speaking in player.
During the game, you have to say
I do
that?
not go, I am speaking as my character today because you only do this. I do not do any of that BS. No.
Oh, you don't actually speak in a character?
I do not do that.
Oh, you're
No.
playing it wrong.
You don't
Has
do
anybody
character
told you
voice?
that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But none of the guys I play with do that either. I just make sure that I make noted before I start talking that I am playing and I'm speaking as character, or if I'm talking like this is purely as a player deal, what does this entail? You know,
You have to totally pull yourself out of it.
But as
Yeah.
long as you can, as long as you can have the personality of the character, then it should be fine.
I mean, when
Because
I
the
mean,
voice doesn't
it
matter.
works
Can we
that
just-
way. But I mean, if you're really trying to like get into it,
Can we establish
yes,
the rule?
No, I heard
You're so
myself too,
soft.
Jack.
Oh my
Can we establish the rule that when
But
we...
you know, thing with the and the pudding and the
yeah, well,
sweaters.
like you were telling me though,
Yeah.
like about the fairy
And the
blossom
raping.
there, and how you
Um,
need to have a character and you got to be into it. No, I really
No.
don't.
But you
mean,
totally
you
should
don't
be.
have
That's
to,
like
no.
the whole point. I think we should make it a rule when we play, you have to be in character.
Yes.
Yeah,
That-
right? Yeah, on board. I'm glad we could agree on something,
When you do
Mick.
the series, it has to be a character. When you're playing the character, you're the character. But you can say you're, OOC, out of character. So if you want to talk like amongst ourselves, we can say, okay, yeah, we're out of character talking.
Yeah,
But
But
we're
there's
together
no.
in character.
So in character, I'm bantering as character, and whoever I'm talking to, and my responses are done thusly because, like, for example, my character fell down a hole, landed on a poisoned needle, and it blocked out everything. I was seeing a vision, and I couldn't hear them, what was going on, but I could feel everything that they did. They ended up tying me up and robbing me, and I was a rogue.
Ow.
But not in character.
Just
Yeah, because I
Wow.
was totally dazed out in another deal, and I have no real attack power, and it was the frickin' fighter, the one that tied me up. To be
think
fair,
you
I
have to be in
was
character.
punching, kidding. Oh, I was in character for that the whole time, punching, kidding, and biting him. But I wasn't like I didn't have this weird voice and name and all this other stuff that I was like
I'm a
talking
little
about.
let down.
That's the thing, though. Like, we have to like make a voice for your character. We have
Yeah,
to like
but-
have a character.
Voice
His
is
name is
something
McCock
that's
shit,
necessary.
and so I don't want to be
It's
talking
so
like this.
necessary.
Oh,
Why are
really
you on
calling
board
you-
with this?
You could be like a
think-
Scottish origin, but have like your
My guy's going to be so
deep
British.
voice.
He's going to be too British.
That's fine.
He's going to be like the bright version of British. Everything in mine is going to be the bright version. Mick is going to love it.
The thing about it is, if
Girdle's gonna have, because he's cold blood, so he's gonna be like, he's gonna have his voice like this,
if I don't have, if
yeah,
I
And you got
put
to
so
say
much
things
into
like,
my
"Is it
voices
time for
though,
a smoke break? I need a
yeah,
smoke."
yeah.
if I put so much into my voices and like what I'm trying to get out of it, then I'm not going to be thinking about what he's saying.
But he's like
That's
the
okay.
sound
It's
effects
totally
guy.
fine.
But
Because
but
we
no,
wanna
okay,
be,
so
like,
that's the
thrown
case.
off
But I would
track.
have to have that be scripted. That would all have to be scripted stuff for me.
Nah,
No, it's
improv,
good practice.
man. Improv.
Improv. Yeah, I agree.
I was just
I agree.
saying-
I don't do that though. And
Peer
that-
pressure.
I
Let's
was
pressure him
playing a
into it.
campaign, and
Yeah.
I was my character's name was Jake Johnson, and he was like, it started off in like a high school, so I was
I
like,
actually work with somebody named Jake Johnson.
he's like your
Don't
stereotypical
say
like
it,
football
don't say
guy,
it.
and I'm like,
Okay.
I'm Jake Johnson, bro, and I just talk like this, man. I'm just having like a really cool time, and I
That
was
is
just
totally not Jake.
being
Total jock. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Nothing like him.
So, but that's not like a crazy voice, because I feel like you guys are like, you have to go up like
No,
plus
but
ultra.
still,
and,
you
like,
have to,
no.
okay.
You
But
just gotta,
Jake
like, make a
Johnson
voice for your
ends sentences with like.
to be
"Brah,"
fair, he said
and like,
plus ultra.
yeah,
and
totally,
it'd be
brah.
Plus
Like, right?
ultra.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to end
His name
very
was
kind
Jake
of very
Johnson, bro.
like everything's very breathy with a question mark.
Right.
Is how he ends every sentence.
Yeah.
It's totally good in there, right, guys? Totally right, brah. Like things like that, right? Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's very breathy with a question
He
mark.
both begins and ends a sentence with a question.
Yeah, right.
Like Elf is my main talk.
I'm sorry.
Me talking normally is basically how Elf talks. Like, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I talk.
Just like it. Yeah, I didn't even notice a difference. Were you doing it
right,
just then?
right.
That was
I couldn't
amazing.
even tell.
Bam.
You're so good.
Illusion.
I'm actually really excited for this. I would
Plus
love
three.
to totally dive into character and just go balls out on this. Let's do it. balls to the
Well,
wall
not
on some
literally.
RPG. Oh, no, literally. That's my character.
You're going to be in the room with him, so it's fine. Go ahead.
I'm gonna. You don't know what I'm wearing under the table. I'll give you one
You don't
guess.
even know what I'm wearing on the table.
It's nothing. So, we're going to do RPG together. Let's do this together, right? If you
We've
do
seen you
this
stand up to
without
go
me,
pee. We know that's not true.
if you do this without us, oh my god, you'll never hear the end of it, okay? Just so you know, okay?
It's totally fine. We just need DM. That's the biggest thing, is we need DM. So I think...
I got you guys covered.
Jack is
I know.
full of dick moves.
I am God. Whoa.
No, actually, I've tried to DM a couple times, but I haven't played much. But it's hard. I'm not.
We're going to get Eric to do it.
I know, Eric,
Yeah.
We already decided. Yeah.
You're
No,
right,
I was
Jack.
literally
No,
joking,
no.
but it's,
Make yourself go away. Ready? Go away.
You would think I would play
Go,
God,
go.
but I actually
Go away.
Oh.
Go away. Thank you. So, do you want to do our beer snob quiz, Mick?
Sure, yeah.
Are you into that?
As I drink
All right,
my 40
segue.
push.
Should we let Jack
Wait,
read them
put it
all?
on this side.
We want. Okay, you're right. Why give him any more power?
We don't
Yes.
want him on the screen.
Okay.
Don't do it.
So this is basically a yes or no. So take your own personal notes. You at home can play along with us.
And you can also, with your personal notes, say, give examples as to how.
Yeah,
yes
we'll
or
kind of
no.
go through each one and have fun.
Scream your answer out loud, no
Yeah.
matter where you're at.
Because
Just
everything.
extremely loud. Say your answer.
Yes, please do. We will hear you. I promise.
Yes.
Okay, so this is from our book that you've maybe seen on our table. It's the Beer Snob book, and one of the first things is on
Where did we
page
get it?
10. My wife got this for me.
Yes.
Because my wife supports all of my poor decisions. And one of them is being a beer snob. She's sick of hearing about it, so she said, read this book because you're annoying. And I read it, and it's true. I am very annoying.
Right?
So,
The last sentence is, you're very annoying.
yeah, you finished it. You are a snob to the nth degree. So this is the Beer Snob quiz where I'll just kind of read off the question. It's like a yes or no thing, but if you feel the need to elaborate, go for it. So look, Mick's closer. He's like, I'm into this.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
do
I
it.
know. He got bigger.
Yeah, he totally did. Leveled up. It should have came with like a woo woo woo. Or like a ding, something like
He's
that.
looking
Yeah.
over your shoulder.
No cheating. Jeez.
Fine.
Sorry. Does that help if I do that way? Does that help?
Oh, yeah.
you? Do you feel
Yeah,
more
that works.
involved?
It's-
Okay. I don't want you to feel slighted. So question
That's like
one.
he's looking right at you.
Wait.
Look down just a little bit more. A little
Is
more
that
to your
weird?
right. A little more to your right. There you go. Right there. There you go.
That's left.
Okay.
That's right. We've got you flipped, don't we?
Yeah. So question number one.
That's right for me.
That's
I
why
have-
Bush is wrong, because we've got your image flipped.
Yes.
Oh.
It's not Bush. It's
Shub.
it's Hooksub. Hooksub.
Hush. Hush.
Yeah. Everybody go drink that.
Drinking that
Good luck
native
finding
brew.
it. If you find it, you get a free Nerdbuzzed swag bag. You can find some Hooksub.
Hush.
Yeah.
And they got the hushub.
Yeah.
Hushub.
Just like that.
So anyway, am I
Anyway.
a beer snob?
Am I a beer snob? Here we go. I have strong opinions about beer and don't hesitate to make them known, occasionally at length.
Oh, not me.
Right?
Not me at
Every
all.
goddamn episode that we do.
No, not at all. I don't think I've ever said
Me.
anything about beer for more than a second.
So are you making tallies over there, Jack? Are you just
I mean-
doodling for your own benefit?
I was writing my answers, but look what killing me.
Write it with your
Every
weird
time.
Yeah.
mongrel left hand.
Mick.
Yes, for
So
sure.
clearly, yes.
So, yes for everyone.
I am definitely a yes on
yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
If I drink a garbage beer, I will make it known. Okay, maybe that's the question. If you drink a crap beer, do you let everybody know that more
It's a crap beer?
than if you drink a really
Yes.
good beer?
Yeah, generally.
I totally agree with that.
Although if it's a really good beer, I will always be like, dude, this is a really good beer.
Yeah.
I will always
I-
be like, this is really good, man. You need to try this.
But if it's crap, but that's more like an internal monologue.
No, I will say that out loud.
You will to everybody and like try to take it around for them to try it?
No.
Not to that degree.
Not to that
So it
degree.
is selfish to some degree. It's fine. I love that about you.
I did the same thing.
There's only so much rim on the glass.
Yeah, right.
If it's a really good beer, then I'll suggest it to everybody. Like if somebody orders something, like, oh, I'm not sure what I want. I'm like, drink this. This is what I'm
Exactly.
Yeah,
having.
yeah. Okay.
It's amazing.
So
But
when
if
you
it's
do that,
if it's gross,
You just don't even mention it again?
No, I do. Like, this was disgusting. I tell the waitress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we all do
No.
the Geico commercial thing where you're like, this is so awful, try it. Right? We totally do.
I did that once with a...
Courtesy sip.
Yeah, this is so garbage. I've never tasted anything this bad. Try it.
I did that once with a
We all
stout
did that with the,
Port Angeles.
We all did it with that one right there.
Yes, we did with the ranch dressing gross soda. That
was
is
It-
forever
It
here.
can't be that
Oh,
bad.
ranch.
It really can't be that bad. Oh my god, it's worse.
It's so bad. It's Alka-Seltzer. If Alka-Seltzer made horrible Zima booze, that's what it was. With ranch.
See, now, I was of the age with Zima where I wasn't able to drink it before I was 21.
Yeah, I was going to say you were underage when you drank Zima.
No, I didn't. I only had Zima after I was 21.
Oh,
And
really? Okay, I guess that makes
didn't
sense.
Find it.
I don't think...
I really can't say that.
Was it?
Yeah, I can say that now because we've had it on our show. But before that, I was never of age when I drank Zima.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it's all
having
good.
it in my, actually being able to have it, like, actually, this wasn't a bad summer beer. Because it's not really beer, but it's not really a cooler. It's just kind of like that in
Technically,
between.
Are we
it's a
still
beer.
talking about Zima?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, question number one.
Right.
Yes,
Oh,
we
should
all
we move
are.
on? Yes, we
Yeah,
all
yeah,
give
yeah,
yes.
We talk about everything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can elaborate all we want. It's our show.
If it's-
Fine.
I think the amount that
Good.
we've elaborated
If
on this
crappy.
clearly answers yes for.
Yeah,
for
right.
one.
Yeah, right. We've already done it. Yes, we are clearly that person.
I'm also going to take a drink from my 40.
Okay, so this kind of segues nice into question 2. My
I'm putting
friend.
on a coaster, too.
Yeah, well, what are you, a savage?
Gotta keep it classy. Come on.
You clearly have standards. So, how about question number 2? My friends look to me for beer recommendations.
Do you look to me for beer recommendations?
Okay, but if we're following up question number 1 and we're sitting around and you're like, dude, this is good, and you tell me and I try it because there's plenty of rim for one guy,
Always playing.
I will.
Wow.
I will try it. I
Wow,
will
Mick,
totally try it then, though.
you're redder than Jack's shirt.
So I would totally, I totally take your recommendations.
Yeah.
I think to be fair, we do that with each other a lot.
Quite a bit.
We are a solid yes on that. I think.
Yeah.
I give my recommendations out, mainly because Drew's tastes are garbage.
He's a savage. Yes, he is such a savage.
Says the guy drinking Bush.
Yeah, right. It's not Bush.
Yeah.
It's Hooksum.
He's hooked.
it's
Completely different.
It's Bush, but it's made in
Some
Russia.
oil, everyone. I
Yes.
know what you're talking about.
This is cheap beer, but it's not piss beer.
It's the same. Yes, they're
It's
both.
no. Have you had hams?
That beer might
Have you
be...
not heard the story of my first beer?
I have not.
You clearly don't listen to our cast then, because I've repeated it multiple times. Go back and listen.
I would most of them.
I don't even remember that.
That's because you're too busy talking, Jack.
My first beer of note and memory was a Piss Warm Hams.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like,
Ah.
okay, I don't ever need to drink beer again. And I
Yeah.
didn't for a long time. It wasn't until it was actually Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I tried that, and I was like, that's actually pretty good.
I guess-
That's like, beer could be decent. And then after that, I tried a Moose Drool, and I was like, oh,
Hey.
yeah, beer's not too bad.
But I think we should
And then
specify...
that like started to spiral into...
You know what the worst light beer is? Kirkland.
I've never had the Kirkland.
I don't know about
You-
that. Does Kirkland make a light beer? Like in a can? Like it's just
Costco?
Kirkland Light?
Costco brand Kirkland.
I want Jack to look it up because I will find it hilarious if
I-
Bush
I had
was the
to
one
buy
that signed up
this
for Kirkland Light.
because it didn't say Kirkland light beer. It just said light beer.
Nice. But that's
There's
what all the
no
Kirkland...
other-
You can buy the Kirkland variety pack, and that's all it is, though. It's like
Yeah,
one says
it's like-
IPA, one says porter,
that-
one
but
says
it's-
amber.
I think one says
Light
beer.
beer.
But it's
just
yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
These things. This was just light
Are you
beer
saying like who owns
at Costco.
No.
Who brews it?
Yeah.
The worst
Who
beer I
brewed
have
Kirkland
ever
Light
had.
beer? Look that up.
Interesting.
I think we should also, if we go back to the actual wording of the question, though, is that do your friends look to you for beer recommendations? Not that
Yes.
you bombard them with
yeah,
beer
yeah.
recommendations. That's very starkly different. Your friends are now pursuing you without you overwhelming them with influence. Do they come to you and want your recommendation?
Seeing as Drew is my only friend, yes.
I think that yes, I would. For one, my wife does it all the
Purple.
time. Every time we go out, my wife will constantly be like, "Did you order something? Let me try it. Is it good?" And she's always asking me about beer.
It's
Nice.
brewed by Kirkland and Costco.
Yeah,
but
but
not
that's,
brewed by them.
keep looking.
worst.
Keep
The
looking.
can
Jack.
just is light beer. It's vinegar water.
Let's move on to the next question. We got like 8 more.
So yes for both so far.
Yeah,
okay.
yes for
By
both.
the
Yeah,
Matt
just-
Brewing Company.
Did you mark down yes for both, Jack?
Yes.
Wait,
Okay.
The
the
Matt
button
Brewing
isn't
Company.
done.
The
Matt
Matt.
Bruin. Who owns Matt?
Right.
Figure it out.
Uh,
Is it Anheuser?
There we go. That would look good.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This
That
one.
was so
Top
wrong.
button.
This one. Yeah.
I know you really need to have the
And
Hitler
you're really
flash for
close to
doing
me, Mick. Like you're just, and you get bigger and bigger. Very excited. Okay. Question number 3.
that. Okay,
As
let's
far as
back
am
off.
I a beer snob? I can spot a good parentheses or bad pour from across the bar.
Oh my god, yes. I can
Yes.
spot a Jack pour from a mile away.
Yes. There's this, one of my favorite stories is going to go see a Mariners game where you pay like $9 for a beer, right? 9, maybe it's 10. It's something
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
About
And
$10, yeah.
yeah, and so we're at the little booth where there's 2 lines, right? And me and my wife go up there, and I'm like, there's nobody in that line. Let's just go to that line. There's like 2 people, right? I exaggerate. We go up to the line, and we watch the lady pour the 2 people's beers there, and it's just foam with like this little quarter inch of actual beer. Like she just throws it under there, flips the tap, and helps the next person. And then there's like 20 million people in the line in the same booth right next to us. I watched that and I said, yeah, I'm going to wait 20 minutes in the line next to me because Duder was brimming the actual beer to the top. So
Nice.
I am totally that guy. That is, can I double check? Yes. But yeah, I was so pissed when I
Yeah.
saw her do that.
Yeah, no Jack pours.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Matt is not owned by anyone. They own themselves. And they even have a subsidiary, Flying Bison Brewing.
Flying Bison Brewing. Now look that up. What do they make?
Bison. Huh.
I like that we're going down this Kirkland rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I
What
really
does
like that
Costco
it's keeping
make?
Jack busy.
Hey, we haven't seen him.
All right, so
We're good.
we're all yes on that one.
We're all yes for the first 3. So number 4. I can't remember the last time I had a generic light beer. Okay, maybe it was at my cousin's BBQ, but only because there was nothing else to drink.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is clearly
That is
the
very
reason.
much me. That is not Mick. Mick fails.
Nope.
Yeah, Mick fails that
I
one.
bought it. I bought it because I wanted to.
Because you were seeking out a light beer, or because you
No,
you were like,
because I
that is
saw-
a 40 I must put inside
I
me.
saw a can that had no name.
He saw
besides light beer,
$1.99
and I said,
I have to have that.
I have to buy this
Because you're watching your calories.
just to try it.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Curiosity
yeah, it-
got the best
it
of
was. It was just a like. The can is no affiliation with
You know,
anybody.
I think the last time he was on our show, he was drinking Coors.
you. Oh, maybe. Yeah, he's
Was I?
horrible. I hate him too.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about it after the show.
I've already had 3 good ones.
Yeah,
But those were Red Hooks,
yeah,
right?
but,
Which is...
but you understand,
without
nobody
eating.
cares about good. We all remember the bad.
Yeah, right? You could do a lifetime of good. We all
Who's
still
one that
remember the
drinks
one
piss
bad.
beer,
Yeah.
mostly. I mean, this is pretty piss, but it's not as piss.
So, I have totally done the barbecue where I've gone there,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't want to talk to anyone, so I'd rather, like, drink
Yeah.
a beer, and I will drink the piss water
Well,
beer.
when
they
Walter handed me a Corona at his house, I drank a Corona.
have. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not the guy that will just be like, screw your beer, right? Like, I'll drink it if you give it to me, unless maybe it's a wheat beer. I might say no to it. It depends on what I'm doing the rest of the evening. If it's the only beer I'll have all day, I will still drink it. But if I'm going to maybe potentially get a garbage not wheat beer later, I'd much rather have that. So I'm a thinker, clearly.
You
So,
probably beers.
I
Okay.
think you need to pop a notch out on your hat there.
To the Jack mode on my
Yeah.
hat. Yeah. So question 5. I have been on more than one brewery tour.
Yes.
Yep. Guilty.
Guilty.
No, actually, I haven't.
You've only,
Have you
what?
been on a brewery tour?
Yes, one.
The quick
Wow.
stop next to your house doesn't count, by the way.
With all the taps, just filling the
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All that
No, I don't.
lightweight
I've been one,
amazing.
but other than that,
Might like
Well,
Flying
no, wait.
Bison.
yes, 2. I've been on 2.
Oh,
Oh, so he gets
so
a yes.
Who were they?
Yeah, 2. One with North Jetty, That's down in Long Beach. And the other is a local, which is Wilpa Brewing.
So what was
Who?
your favorite?
Wilpa Brewing, actually. They have a lot more. Oh, wait, 3. Damn it. I have 3, actually. There's one in PL as well, called North Creek Brewing.
And is that your favorite? Is that what you remembered?
What?
Is that your favorite? Is that what you remembered?
Well, I'm just thinking of like where I've been, because like most of the breweries that I've been in have been independent stuff, so they've been like pretty small.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Dick's too, but I mean that's kind of
Oh.
Go up and down.
you go into the bar of Dick's and you're in the brewery. So
Did you talk to the brewmaster and you mentioned
Jones
beer?
Creek is actually the best.
Okay.
They make some pretty good stuff. He's out of California.
Hey, was
and
that the one that you were going to take
California.
us to after Fairy
That is
Blossom,
the one I was
and
gonna
you
take
just
you
didn't
to.
do it?
And then he didn't do it.
That's totally
He's
the
so
one.
wrapped up in his
But
character.
I got too distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I
Jay?
wasn't. I wasn't drunk much that weekend, but I was very.
So you have no excuse, is what you're saying.
Yeah, right. You can't even use that as an
I
excuse.
couldn't drive. I couldn't drive.
I was gonna be cool with it, but now I'm not. So I just want to put that out there.
Hey,
I was gonna let it slide, but now you're never gonna hear the end
you
of
have
it.
something coming, but if you keep it up, you ain't have
You
nothing.
should probably talk about it on your next stupid Micketh Forest podcast. Find it, people. It's so good. Find it online. They need all the support they can get.
It's sick. There's
Do you have a favorite brewery that you've been to, Jeremiah?
Favorite brewery tour is still Stone.
Nice.
So,
If I had
It's
to,
a great brewery tour. I've been on it 4 or 5 times now, and I want to say only one time was it kind of like cheap pours at the end, but usually you got to time it. You know, go midweek, early in the morning. When there's not a lot of people. You get a lot more. Wow, Mick, really? Anyway, you get a lot.
Oh man,
Wait,
You get a lot
it's
more
all backwards. I want to
you
like.
have noticed.
You get a lot more. You get a lot more personal time with the brewers and the person that's giving the tour and stuff. And then when you get to the end, you start chatting them up, and the pours just keep coming.
Oh,
You're
nice.
only supposed to get like 3 samples, and I got hammered. It was pretty good. And then Ballast Point down there was really good. And then I've been on several, just talking with a lot of the small breweries around here, and just talking to brewmasters and stuff. What's going on? They don't really do tours. It's just talking with them. And
That,
stuff.
I was going to say, most of my beer tours, I think, are more just visiting a brewery. And if you chat it up, sometimes they'll like take you behind the bar and like walk you through or whatever.
Yep.
Does that count?
That
Because
counts.
if that counts, I've done like
That
well over
totally
a
counts.
dozen, right?
Exactly.
But I think for me, like just as far as what I've done, moments in my life when it happened and everything, was totally Guinness in Ireland.
Oh, sweet.
So I got to go there and do that.
Nice.
We went all the. It's kind of a cool tour because it's this staircase that like circles around sort of the exterior wall of the building, and it has all these monitors that like display on the wall and like show you the history of it, and you get to watch everything in the facility. You go up a whopping like 5 stories because it's the tallest building in Ireland, and then there's a sky bar up there where you hand in a token. And I really thought that the beer was going to be more carbonated maybe than it was here, or like different because it was right off the tap. It's the exact same. So kudos to them.
Guinness is all nitroed.
Well, but kudos to them that it was the same. Like
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
that when you got it here, it was like this is like a weird American way to have Guinness, but it's not at all. It's
The Guinness
totally true.
is lighter alcohol there though.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they amp it up for us.
Here's a trivia question
Thanks.
for you guys.
For goddamn Americans.
Sorry, like, cut
Well,
you
that's
guys
how
off.
they drink all freaking day there.
Yeah.
So, did you know that Guinness was a mistake?
No, please enlighten us.
Did you know that, Marcus?
I didn't know that. Tell me
No.
about it.
So, when they were making the Guinness Awesome Beer Stout, the brewery caught fire. So, it scorched the hops. So, they couldn't afford anymore. So, they said, well, screw it. We're just going to go make it with what we have. And everybody loved the roasty flavor that came from that. So, now
This is
they
like-
roast their hops.
Oh, no,
This
they
is
don't.
like during the potato famine.
But they add peat, roasted smoked peat to it, peated
Yeah.
malts.
But the whole thing was
That's
the
where the roasty
whole
came from.
roasty flavor. It was because the whole brewery burned down.
Okay.
And they're like, well, this is what we have left, so we're just going to use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, what I'm
Yeah.
taking from this is that we're more snobby than Mick.
So far.
Is what it's worth, which in this
Little
case
bit,
is a good
little bit.
thing. So this is way more Dragon Ball Evolution than Bright, just so you know.
No,
If we have to
was
pick
the worst
sides.
movie.
So next question, we only have 6 more.
I haven't seen Bright, so I can't comment, but I just hasn't.
Wow.
Oh, you need to watch it.
No, I really don't.
No, you don't.
You do.
I have not
Just
heard
one night.
anything that
It's
says
like
I need to
2
spend my time
hours.
on that.
It's not good.
Tonight, just go ahead and go home, drink a bit,
I'm working on that right now.
Next question.
have some more at home.
It
and
kind of
watch-
segues from the first question, which I think that I guess, I don't know. We'll talk about it. Next question. I plan vacations around brewery tours.
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't plan the vacation itself around that, but I plan time for brewery tours into them.
Okay.
Because when I went down to Arizona, I made very clear that I wanted to go and,
So would you say
See
that,
the
would you say
Arizona
that's a
wilderness?
Yes.
well, maybe, yeah. There's time that before I leave
Like
from
0.5?
here.
What do you want us to give you for that?
I want a full point, damn it.
Okay, then mark him down for a full point. Jack's over there like, what do I do with this?
No, but I'm just saying, like when I went and visited my friends down in San Diego, it's like I want to make sure there's time for me to go do the Ballast Point and do the
Okay.
Stone.
I think
and
that
when I went to
applies.
Arizona, I wanted to go check out Arizona Wilderness.
Yeah, I
you
think
know,
you're.
which, by the way, is like my favorite brewery ever.
Well, I went on vacation in Ireland, but it was totally not planned at all. And
Yeah.
I was not planning to go to the
Thank you,
brewery.
Bree.
Yeah, that was my sister who did that. She had an online boyfriend that she suddenly thought she could go across an ocean to go visit, and I was like, nope, that's not happening.
Well,
So
not
I went
alone.
with her. Yeah, so I went with her. And that's why I went to the Guinness Brewery, because I was bored out of my mind when I was there. Does that count? Because, to be fair, I'd never plan anything.
Okay, so question.
So-
Okay. For you, anything that's more than 15 minutes away from the house is a vacation for you.
Yeah, this was more than 15 hours.
I know this, but
Yeah.
anything more than 15 minutes away from the house, when you're away from the house for more than 15 minutes other than work, that's
Yeah.
a big thing for you.
So, yes, you're saying I should put a solid yes on this.
I think we're giving the 0.5 on that one.
Oh, I get a 0.5.
Yeah, 0.5. Wow. So like I really don't plan my vacation or anything that around like visiting
Do you plan a vacation?
breweries. Well, yeah, like I'm wife and I are going to New York next month.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so which
Over
breweries
there.
are you going to hit when you're there?
Yeah, right. What have
yeah.
you planned this around?
We're gonna try to find some like nice Scotch bars. So I mean, if that counts, it's like a distillery thing. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
think it still kind of counts. Yeah, they're
it
still
counts.
brewing
I
something.
mean, a real whiskey /
0.7?
Scotch.
0.75. Give him 0.75.
0.75, yeah. on that one.
0.75.
Yeah, it was an intentional planning. Yes. Okay.
That was one of the
I was
big
saying,
things
and a
I
good
talked
Scotch
to
always
versus
starts out as a
planning is
beer,
like,
so.
I want a Scotch bar.
No, I think
So-
it counts. We gave you 0.75. You got it, okay? God, I just won't quit. How about I own more than one kind of beer glass?
Yes.
Yes, I'm a solid yes. We've had them on the show,
Yeah.
right? So that's a solid yes.
Yeah, I
One,
have.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
I think
right.
I have 11 distinct different styles of beer glass.
Okay. I don't have that many, but I own more than one.
I probably have 20.
Oh, I've got like
Does that include the one that somebody amazing made you? 21.
19.
Oh, nice. Okay.
if we're talking if we're just talking about vessels to
20,
drink beer from.
20 is the about the mark, I think.
I said if we're just talking vessels to drink beer from, I've got pint glasses that could go around.
Well, but
Oh, I love that
but
the
I'm
next.
talking about distinct styles. Is what
Let's
I'm
move.
talking.
Okay, so I think that
Distinct
makes
beer
sense.
glasses.
We're all a yes on that. You got that, Jack, right? The next question is this immediate segue. I own 5 or more kinds of beer glasses and have rules about what goes in them.
Yes,
Yes.
I do. I have 2 different fluted glasses. I've got the skinny long stems. I've also got the flared ones for the.
You're very passionate about it. You get a solid yes. Can you give him a 1.5 on that, please?
I'm a yeah. Because I have the beer glasses that you should put the things in, but you can put whatever you want in them.
Yeah, well, I've got the beer glasses, and I also got the ones that are like a brandy sniffer for doing the barley wines and heavier
Right.
stuff like that. And you know, it's very important. And I also got they got the stemmed flute. Oh, it's yeah.
So I'm half of what Jay gets.
So point
Because
He gets a
I
1.
have all of those, but you can put whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
into
I
those
don't.
glasses.
I think
Well,
for
so if
me,
you
I'm a solid no because it's not 5. I don't have 5. I have a couple. I have one glass that I only drink
don't have-
mead out of, and I have the glasses in the freezer that we drink on the show sometime that we use, and those are typically only used for beer, but they've been used for other things. And my mug is always beer. I don't think I've ever really drank anything out of this mug other than beer. So I'm on like 2. So yeah, I don't get anything for that.
I'm going to pull a Marcus and say vamp, and I'm going to go pee.
Oh, should we do it together and race back?
Hope everything comes
Yeah,
out
race?
okay.
Let's do it. Race.
race.
Wow.
Watch out, Holly!
Okay, Jack, you can come back. We need something to fill the air, and we know you all look.
I've been sitting in the dark for so long. I've come out of the shadows now.
Great. All right, I can sit back and drink a beer now.
Are you excited for the Spider-Man game?
You know, the more I see about it, the more I'm liking it.
Yeah, same. I don't want to.
I really wanted to take the skepticism from Marcus here, but I can't keep it. It just keeps looking better and better all the time.
Yeah, it looks like the Arkham games, but like way flashier, way more like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna pre-order it though. I'm gonna wait because I always pre-order games, but this time I'm gonna be like,
Damn it.
no, I'm gonna wait.
I just love that you
Got
fell
him.
for it, dude. I didn't even leave. I just faked you out. Did you run? Tell me, now look down at your pants. Do you have any little dribble marks?
I do not.
You did not go fast
I'm
enough.
Clean. But that is the worst pee I've ever had.
How you didn't push hard enough, man. You didn't push hard enough.
Oh no, I did. But it hurt.
You didn't huffle enough.
I always had to pee more than you.
Because us bigger guys there don't hustle, we huffle.
Damn. I was sure I was going to beat you too.
So we only have 4 more. My friends / spouse refuse to go into a well-stocked store with me because it will take me hours to examine the different kinds of beer.
Okay, no,
Yes.
they've never refused to go with me, but they have bitched about how long I take.
Yeah.
Okay, here's that one. Yes.
Does that... but now we're like abridging the question. Is that the same question?
No,
They didn't refuse to
they
go
didn't
in.
refuse to go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
No,
Yeah.
I
I think
would
for
say
me
just-
it's a no, but my wife has definitely said, we just pick a damn beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, like,
You're going to drink it, just pick
adjust
it.
that question and say, have they bitched about it?
No,
Yes.
no.
I-
It says, do they refuse to go into a
I've never
well-stocked
had
store? Yeah, see, so it distinctly says refuse. So
Okay,
I'm a
well,
negative
yeah,
on that
no.
too, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been straight out refused, but I have been told we need to get going multiple times.
Yeah. How about,
That's what he said.
right? If we
Wow. Thank you, Mick.
if we move on to our third to last question.
Anyway,
I think we all say no to this, unfortunately. I wish my wife was here. It's I bought this book.
no.
I have to say no because my
No.
wife bought it for me. So thank you for cutting off my balls one more time to my wife. Very good at that.
Thank you, Kristen, for doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Does
So
she
we'll
keep
segue
Does
past
she keep
that.
them in a jar on the shelf though?
No, they're in her purse, dude. That's where
Oh,
all
that's not
balls
bad.
are.
That's
yeah,
not
they
bad.
always belong in a
flicking
sack,
distance.
and they're in her purse. It's not weird. It's just what happens. You will learn to not fight it.
Clearly, I haven't.
Mick knows what
Just
I mean.
deal.
Yeah, Mick knows what I mean.
Or you forget.
Yeah, yeah.
Walter knows the most. He knows
Walter knows
Oh my god.
all
Oh,
too well.
Walter knows.
Yes, he knows
Actually,
all
I think
too well.
freaking.
Hey, guys, how's it? Oh, he left the party.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's hope we're gonna go. Boop. Walter's gone. Did he flatline or leave? I can't tell. So,
Which is a valid question.
okay, so this one I can put a solid check on because the next question is:
So what is it?
Someone bought this book for me.
Oh.
I think,
I can say no because it's not my book.
Nope.
but I think in a way it kind of is because she bought it for the cast.
Oh, if she bought it specifically for the cast, then yes.
And so I think we could both get a solid yes. Jack gets a solid yes on that one.
I mean, I'll get a solid yes, too, if it's for the cast. Well,
No,
I guess
you're not-
I'll get a 7.5.
What?
A
How did you-
7.5.
You just ride their glory train?
Because I'm not, like, part of the cast. I'm, like, guest.
he means a point.
Yeah, I know. He
Oh
needs
my
a
god!
0.75.
Give him a 0.1 just to shut him up. Gets a 0.1.
I've been making names for everything.
You know what I meant. 0.75. I mean, you know what I meant.
Will you feel better about it and not bring it up again?
Quit, just whatever.
What's the name of your podcast again? Is it Micketh?
Alcoholic Anonymous.
Put 0.75, and from now on, that's called a Micketh.
No, that's a Yontist.
That's a yonst. I like that
Yonst?
Jack's just making up his own language over there.
Is it a 0.1 or 0.75?
7.5 for...
Okay, give him 7.5.
0.75.
So we all get to give a solid check to this one that says, I'm drinking a beer right now.
Clearly.
Solid.
5.
To that I say cheers. To anyone that's drinking
Prost.
a beer. You are at least one out of how many of our questions a snob?
Slanja. Come by.
What's your thing?
So, what?
Get Nerdbuzzed and keep it mythic.
Yeah, Micketh. You
No.
keep saying it wrong. It's Micketh. It's
no.
your name, dude. It
Damn
should
it,
be easy
no.
for you.
Myths. Emphasis is on the list.
Okay.
The mythic.
Okay. So to summarize here, I get two paragraphs. If you checked three or fewer, you're a beer snob in training,
Okay. So
but with
you're not there
interest and dedication and a new set of glassware. You'll become a full-blown beer snob, 1 pint or 14 ounces or a 14-ounce pour at a time. This book is for you. If you answered yes to 4 or more, you're definitely a
Unless
full-fledged beer snob. But
Britain.
then, you probably knew that already. This book is definitely for you.
For us, people.
That's right.
It's all for us.
I have to give a solid shout out to my wife because I'd like to see my balls again at some point in my life.
Oh my god.
So a shout out to my wife for giving us this book. It's totally valid. We were going to do the terms every beer snob should know, but I would love to save that for another after party if you will join us again, Mick.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Maybe we could do it on your new podcast, Stupid Micketh Forest.
You don't know what's going to happen. One of these
Son
days.
of a bitch! I'm going to totally get that domain and just make like an empty webpage that just says support me with your face, and I'm going to superimpose tears.
And right to my to our Patreon, which
Yeah.
is the Stupid Mythic Forest Patreon.
It's going to be a GoFundMe, Stupid Micketh Forest. You're going to say that on one of your casts. I know it. I'm so
I
waiting
won't.
for it.
I won't. but
Yes, you will.
Yeah, he will.
It'll be awesome.
So are you guys done talking, or do you still want to talk about more stuff? We can keep this going.
So it can be a stupid Micketh Forest podcast, like 3 hours. That's solid. People don't get bored after 1.
Where are we at? I can't see the
We're
time.
at we're at 1 hour right now. It's a
1
good after
hour.
party.
Oh, we got a good half hour left, right?
Well, we have to keep watching our anime, which is Initial D. Did
But
you
it's 9.
Did
It's-
you
it's-
watch the end credit scene video yet, Mick?
No.
Dude, I told you that last week. Where the hell have you been?
I know you did, but I have a wife and needs.
You've been too busy podcasting through stupid
I don't
Micketh
think it-
Forest.
Are your balls
Well,
in the bag
I've been
and
platinuming, getting more than Jack, which I'm so happy I haven't seen his face in forever. Damn it, I said that.
Right?
No, it's gonna happen.
Are you up to 27 platinums now? Just to beat Jack.
28.
Wow.
28. Yeah.
One for extra.
Yeah,
Did you hear that, Jack? You better up your game.
I'm at,
personal.
I'm at 21 right now. So he's
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
you got
there
some
go.
game
Yeah.
plan to do.
We got this over. Yeah,
You know what comes out next week? Because next week is the 7th, and Spider-Man PS4 comes out.
Ooh.
Do you care
I'm
about
excited
that?
for that. Greg Miller has been ecstatic about that on Twitter.
What? Does that mean it'll be good?
I don't like Greg Miller.
Well, you can just shove off.
He
I don't
betrayed
have
Colin
anything against him
Moriarty.
in particular.
So-
Doesn't matter. He's funny.
I have nothing against him, but is that like your go-to for if a game's going to be good?
No. I just think he's funny because he's like super into.
He is very
But
funny. Yeah.
I'm excited for Spider-Man because I love the original games that came out PS2. I mean,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's going to be that type of game again.
But hasn't
And
every game since Spider-Man 2 looked like it's going to be that game again, and it's let us down every time?
This
It
looks different.
has,
This
but
is
I-
open. This
I-
is open world.
It's a
It's different.
feeling. It's a big feeling I have.
Do you feel it in your
This
wife's
one's going to
purse?
be way better.
Is that where you feel it? From the depths of your wife's purse? Next to the,
No.
lip gloss
from,
and...
like my ankle.
From your ankle?
My ankle.
Oh, nice.
It's from my ankle.
Well, that just means you're not allowed to leave.
The old ball and chain. If I have any concerns about
Why do you
Spider-Man...
put it around them?
Right. I've already pre-ordered it, so I've got my $5
Ordered it,
down.
nice.
Wow.
So my brother
Yeah,
gave me
brother.
a GameStop card for $60-something.
Where'd all the
I was shocked.
negativity go?
Right, for what?
For Spider-Man. You're like,
Well,
I'm not
all
going
I-
to do it, man. It's so...
Okay.
I'm not...
Let me finish.
It's not going
dude.
to happen. Oh,
I
man.
went to the GameStop, and
Go there.
I went to the GameStop, and I ordered
So
the
archaic.
games. I paid for the full standard edition of Red Dead, right? And I had a little money left over on this card, and I said, you know what? The hell with it. Put $5 on Spider-Man, so I get the suits. If it has garbage reviews, then I won't get it, right? That's where I'm at with it. But then I also got Shenmue 1 and 2 in the collection for $30.
That
I'm
looks
stoked
pretty
about
cool.
That. That's
Pretty
super
sweet.
cool. But mine is purely the $5 down because I'm not committing more than that. I've been fooled by Spider-Man and Dragon Ball Z too many times. But that being said,
Those
the
are your
latest,
Star Wars.
They are my Star Wars. They totally are. But
Although
that...
Battlefront 2 is pretty great.
Shut up.
Eh,
Shut up.
it really isn't.
The story,
Go watch
man.
Bright again.
No,
Story was
you
good.
are absolutely right. Battlefront 2 was amazing.
It's not.
Was, right?
No, I'm talking like early Battlefront 2.
Oh, early Battlefront 2. Yeah,
Well,
that was amazing.
That one was amazing, too.
That's what I'm talking about. That was amazing.
The reboot was actually pretty good.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed it
That's
for
why-
story-wise.
If Battlefront 2 is the
Oh,
sequel to
yeah,
Battlefront
go away.
1, which is the new garbage game, which is a reboot, does that make Battlefront 2 now the reboot of a reboot?
I think it's a requel.
It's like
It's a requel.
Sword
It's a
Circuit
requel.
2.
I think it's a requel.
Reek. We don't talk about Reek.
Yeah. The other thing I think that's worth
Sausage.
mentioning for next week
Yeah,
is Iron Fist Season 2, which completely snuck up on me. Right? Did you have any idea that Iron Fist Season 2 was that
Nope.
close?
That close? No.
No, I did not at all. As soon as I saw that trailer, I was like, when's this come out?
I didn't
Damn.
even
Are
know
you
there was
kidding me?
a second season
Next
of
week.
Luke Cage.
It's not even
Nice.
next week. It's later this week.
Yeah, and that's the weekend that I'm going to be gone in
Damn.
to Idaho.
Oh.
Idaho.
You're going to have to watch it
Hey,
there.
what
Do they
about
have-
you?
Do they have Netflix in Idaho?
I don't know.
I don't know if they do
what
either.
part of Idaho?
Heard they have sheep.
This is
They
your
have,
first
yeah,
part of
they got
Idaho.
sheep and religion. That's what I heard. And the two don't always mix.
I'm getting personal here, Jay. What part of Idaho?
Twin Falls.
Well, nice. Awesome. My family's from Pruitt River.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So, just past that. Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, next time you visit them, on the way, stop by and visit your favorite podcast, will you please?
Yes.
In real life. We will do a LAN party.
Hey,
we will
my-
drink beer and talk so much smack in person. It's going to be awesome.
It's
I hope
going
you
to be
realize
amazing.
that Idaho is nowhere between us.
It's fine, John.
Just know geography.
Yeah, nobody knows geography or how to spell.
I
It's
do-
fine.
Kind of.
I think
what?
I think you're the one that doesn't know how to spell.
I love
I think
it.
we
I
have
love
a pretty
that he
good
just
grasp
picked
on
up
it.
on that. So personal with Jack. This is
It
I
is.
want everybody to have a chance to say goodbye to Jack. This is his last episode on the podcast.
Oh.
So
This has been a Nerdbuzzed podcast.
yeah.
Goodbye.
He is now going to be the official intern for Stupid
don't-
Micketh.
Don't,
Or-
don't
Oh,
try to-
my
don't
biggest
try to
dream
make
comes
it.
true.
No, I don't want that. No.
Oh, we're gonna be seeing a lot of me,
I don't
Nick.
want
I
that.
thought I was bad over
You're
the
going to be
screen.
seeing, dude, that man
Get
bun is
ready.
going to be so big by then. It
Oh,
just
it's
is.
gonna be the biggest man bun because my brain's in there. And it's growing.
Oh.
It's not his
That's
brain,
my
it's his
knowledge.
ego.
My knowledge
His
is
Like,
ego squirts out when...
Well, Mick, I want to thank you again for putting up with all of our shenaniganery. That's just for you, buddy.
I love it. It's great.
I really do appreciate it.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Is that the same word you used at the beginning?
Yeah.
It is the exact same word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably spelled the
Shenaniganery.
same. We're not sure.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it's not
making
spelled
sure.
the same. Trust me. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The only consistent
got a
spelling is
K.
that it's wrong between both. Yeah.
If it's not, it's going. I mean, it's going to Tinker and the Elf, and if it's messed up, then you got to deal with the Reddit.
You have to give me credit in the credits for shenaniganery. That is
Shenanigan.
Yeah.
With a K.
by the biggest asshole ever. I would love to get credit for that. I super
like cat asshole from anime.
yeah. I super appreciate you joining us again and putting up with us
Yes.
for over an hour. It's been loads of fun. Thank you.
So much fun.
Everybody, you tell them because I'll mess it up. Tell them where to go find all of the Mickness they can get.
Go to YouTube.com and look up Stupid Mythic Forest, STOOPIC. I know it makes me sound like I have like a weird speech impediment, but hey, it works.
It's called beer.
Go there. Also on Twitter at the official SMF and on our website at stupidmythicforest.com. You can go ahead and find our stuff there and follow us, check us out. Also follow these guys. They're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, they're cool. I don't want to say sweet because I don't know them at that personal level.
I like to think of us as more savory,
besides-
but I'll take sweet.
You like savory?
You can really chew on it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you kind of salty for my taste.
Well, it's been loads of fun. I'm sure you'll be back again.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we'll have you guys on our stuff, too. I mean, we're going to have one here pretty soon. We'll have you guys on.
Do it.
You guys down.
Sure,
That one's
will.
going to be 4 hours.
Our
Right? It's going to be so... I'm actually looking forward to yours because we'll just keep podcasting forever.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, let's do a live stream from your house to here and just continue on,
Yeah.
Oh, from the ride
Right.
from there?
And like by the end
Yeah.
of the cast, Marcus' beard will be down to here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll have
Right,
gone pee
right.
like 30 times. At least.
At least.
And I still won't be able to spell. But shenaniganery will totally ensue.
Of course.
Spelled differently this time as well.
Oh, it never spelled the same. That's the fun of it, Jack.
He always finds
Why do you
a
gotta
way.
ruin it? It's fun. God, Jack.
Well,
Well-
always ruins it.
Let's do it. To all the nerds,
Through all the fuzz.
Bottoms up.
let's get
Let's
nerd
nerd
buzzed.
buzz.
Talking about beer,
Over your head.
talking about
Right.
nerd culture.
About nerd
You're on
culture.
Nerdbuzzed.
Thanks for subscribing. Almost
Marcus and
100.
Jeremiah.
If I get 100, I get a morsel to eat.
You're on
Don't listen to
Nerdbuzzed.
Podcast for over a year, not a single morsel.
Bullshit.
Don't.
Let's get nerd buzzed.
Oh my god,
Kill
cut
it.
yourself off. Do it.
Bye.
Now. Do it.